Can you see that plasma arc in between the two electrodes? That's pretty cool. I've wanted to get my hands on a plasma lighter for a while now, and while they've come down in price, the problem I found is that most of them are designed to look like a Zippo lighter. And that's not a bad thing, except the way their caps are made, they don't open all the way like a Zippo does. They only come to like there, which makes it easy enough to light a cigarette. But if you want to get into light an alcohol stove or some tinder, it's not quite as easy to do that with that kind of a design. So I held off. This month's Backpacker magazine issue is the gear guide, which is always a dangerous thing in my hands, but I was looking through it, and on page 102 they mention a product called the Power Practical Sparkr, and the more I looked into it, the more I kind of got intrigued by it, because it's a multi-purpose item. Not only does it have the plasma lighter on one end, but it's got a really cool 400 lumen flashlight on the other. So if you see here, there are two controls, one of them pointing up to the flashlight and the other one pointing to the other end, which is the plasma lighter part. And the controls work independently. It's powered by a pretty substantial 3300 milliamp battery, and I won't shine it into your eyes, but you can see from the backdrop, it's 400 lumens again, and you can power it down to 50% and power it down again to 15% just by clicking the button multiple times. It takes about 4 hours to fully charge, and it can go up, from what I've read, and I haven't fully tested this yet, but can go a substantial amount of time in between charges, and you can use the plasma end of it probably hundreds of times before it needs to charge again. It charges by USB. What you do is you twist the cap here, and you can access the mini USB charging port. It comes with the cable, and it also comes with one of these noodles, which will allow you to hang it from a tent. Now, why would you want to do that? Another interesting design feature is that this black cap comes off and screws on to the flashlight part, so that you actually have a diffuser now. So you can hang this from your tent, or and again, you can adjust the brightness. I just like that. I like a design that allows you to get different functionalities out of a product. But the cool feature is this, and this is what I really wanted to know. Is this a good substitute, let's say, for a lighter or a ferro rod or matches? I'm going to test it on some common materials which we as outdoors people would normally light our fires with. I'm going to test it further out in the field, and I'll do a future follow-up video as to how this did. But I've got a tray in front of me with some common materials that campers, bushcrafters, outdoorsmen would use. Got some fat wood shavings here. I've got an alcohol stove, an Esbit cube, some birch bark, jute twine, a candle, and some steel wool. Oh, also some masking tape, and my jet boil. It's all I could think of right now, but I think it's enough to get us started. I also, before any of you start to yell at me, I have some water in front of me and a fire extinguisher at my feet. But the way you operate this, and you've already seen it with the match, but there's a built-in safety. So you can click this and it won't come on, you won't get burned. You have to actually click it 3 times. And once you click it 3 times, then you can click it again and it'll turn on the element. So I thought it would be fun to see, you know, what this thing can do. So let's start off with something easy, some cotton, and I'm going to just put the cotton onto a plier here. So let's click this 3 times and click it again, and it comes on, and not a problem. So some jute twine next. Oh, and once it's on, you have a minute. There's a flashing orange light here. You have a minute, and you can depress it as much as you want to try it, you know, to get it going again. Oh, and by the way, it's water resistant and windproof. I could blow it till I'm blue in the face, and it'll keep coming back. So let's try the jute twine. Again, not a problem. Into the water you go. The match you've already seen, but it does give a nice visual. So let's do another match. There you go. Into the water. Birch bark. So far, I mean, get a little steel wool here. This probably will just smolder, but we'll see. Yep. Give me a shower of sparks, but success again. Let's try the candle. There you go. Very easy. Into the water. Alcohol stove. This may be hard for you guys to see. I'll try to hold it up against the black background. Oh yeah, that lit right away. I don't know, can you see that? Definitely lit. I snuffed it out with the wrong cap. All right. The jet boil. No problem. I wasn't holding it directly over. What? I didn't think this would be any trouble. Next up, I have a piece of fat wood. No problem at all. Oh, I really love the smell of fat wood. Esbit cube. These are hard enough to get going with matches. But it caught right away. Can you see that? So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this out. It weighs, what does it weigh? 180 grams, which is 6.4 ounces. 185 grams. I wrote it down, but I can't read 181 grams. Couldn't read my own handwriting. So again, 400 lumens for the light to 200 lumens on medium. 60 lumens is the lowest setting. It shows great potential, I have to say. I really like the way it's put together. Easy to charge, easy to operate. The fact that it comes with, you know, just about everything you need to get started. I look forward to using this and getting back to you guys in the future to see how we got on with it. In the meantime, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.